Hey guys, Dr. Ray Marque DC here, Back Pain Relief Center. This is our Friday edition of Dr. Ray TV. We got Ryan here, who's been a great patient, and Ryan was feeling bad. Tell him how you're feeling. You had some pain shooting down that arm?
Yeah, I had a herniated C6, C7, neuropathy, and brachiomyelitis, and this guy's pretty much changed my life.
So what's happened with him? He had this disc problem here, and lots of people get it, especially bodybuilders, powerlifters, things like that, and they can degenerate that disc over the years. And once you pinch that nerve, it can send some pain going down the arm, down through the back, up towards your head, all kind of places. And it's really scary because it stops you from doing things, and the pain's so bad, it's kind of hard to believe that it's just coming from a joint in the neck. So he went to a bunch of specialists and wasn't getting a clear answer. And he came to see us, and my goal there was just to decompress that joint, free it up, get the inflammation down, in addition to some appropriate medication from the doctor, the neurosurgeon?
Yeah.
The neurosurgeon they go to, with the two working together, he's beginning to feel better. We got him back training, and we're starting to get there. So I'm just going to go over a couple of things that we did. We're going to adjust them live here, and if you have any questions, just message us. So the first thing I need to do, we need to loosen these muscles up. And he's got a lot of it. So, I go harder on him probably than I do on everyone. So if you're saying, hey, he's pushing on him pretty hard or he's adjusting pretty hard, he's a big dude and there's a lot to move. So that's what we go with. So the first thing we're going to do is loosen this tone in this muscle so pressure comes off of that joint. All right, so I want you to look all the way down for me, up and down 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay? Now you're going to turn your head and then go up and down for me 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What I'm doing is I'm putting pressure on these trigger points or these knots here, and we get them to go through a range of motion, and it loosens that muscle up so we can decompress the joint in his neck. Okay, let's do the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. Next, we're going to take this arm, come all the way up 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you might ask, so why is he moving his arm if he has a neck problem? Well, these muscles here are lifting that arm, and if we can loosen this, it'll loosen that joint. Okay, straight up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Touch your stomach, touch your back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Okay, other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One of the things I noticed with Ryan, and as we've gone through this in the past few weeks, when he originally started doing it, when this arm would move, kind of everything tightened up and everything would move together. And now we're actually getting some better range of motion in the shoulder. And even though we were focused on the neck, all these other things are working better. So
Come back on the popping too.
yeah, that's right. Straight up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Okay, stomach back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So can you tell him what led to all this? Why do we have a bad neck? And this goes for all you younger guys than him out there who want to throw some weight around in the gym.
Squatted 805 pounds raw, bench 560 raw, and today 735 deadlift for 4
And
with my head in the wrong position.
Head in the wrong position. So look, I'm with you guys out there. If you guys are a trainer, if you're out there training and you're working hard and you want to powerlift by it, I'm all for it. But if you're going to do that stuff, make sure you get in and see me so we stop it from getting here. Because I think if I would have had Ryan, why he was training like that, we would have avoided some of these things. It's all good now because we're clearing this up, and I keep on telling him. I'm not sure if he believes me, but I think we can get him right back in there and train just as hard as he wants to train. All right, let's go to stomach. So we're going to do some more muscle work, and what I do is his trapezius muscle connects from his head out to his shoulders, all the way down to his mid-back. And if that big muscle is tight, it'll inhibit his range of motion in his neck. So if you see me working down here, it's in order to loosen everything up top. So we find some trigger points in there or some tone. I put some pressure on it. Now I want you to look this way for me 5 times. 1, 2, 3. So what I'm doing is putting a lot of pressure down on his back while we're doing these. He probably feels a little discomfort in there. And again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this is the one that gets everyone. Everyone, whether you lift weights or not, everyone gets a lot of tone up here or trigger points or pressure. And again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Okay, and this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And again. 1, 2, 3, 4. And this last one I'm going to push a little bit. 5. Good. Okay, back down. And one last one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. So next we're going to do a cervical manipulation on him, and I'm going to decompress those joints to increase our range of motion. It's not appropriate for everyone. Ryan responds really well to it. So if you're afraid of getting your neck cracked, we don't do it on everyone. If it's not for you, it's not for you. There's other things we can do. Can you get closer with that one? So I put some pressure right on the joints here. We're going to flex them over nice and light. Good. And then this side. Good. That's all it was. All right. Now we're going to do an upper thoracic manipulation. Deep breath. And out. So next we're going to move on to using some instruments. I think it's called a pro adjuster or something. I'm not sure what it is, but what I do is just vibrate all the joints in order to try to realign them and to break up any adhesions that may have formed. We also treat Ryan's low back because you can imagine if he was lifting all that weight, we don't know what's happening in his low back, but I'm sure there's an issue there, so we're going to prevent that from causing him any trouble. Have you on your side for me. So now we're going to do a lumbar manipulation. Again, the manipulations are just to decompress the joints, free up some range of motion. Good. Okay, other side. So look, everyone out there. How much you weigh?
Around 240, 250.
If I can adjust him, I can adjust you. All right, whoever's out there watching. And if you're small, it's even easier.
He can throw you through the wall.
And go through the wall. Oh, that one was easy. See, you want to pay attention. This last one's a mid-thoracic manipulation. It just works well on me, guys. I'm going to have him cross his arms, chin down to his chest. Come on back. Good. All right, how's it feel?
Good.
All right, guys. Well, look, thanks for watching. If you have any questions, just message us. Let's all think about Ryan. Make sure he gets back in the gym. All right, we're pushing him that way. A couple announcements. We're moving our Myrtle location over to Myrtle Beach on Dick Pond Road over near Target. I'm going to be sending out emails and posting all that. And our new website is going to be Myrtle Beach WalkInChiro.com. Again, that's Myrtle Beach WalkInChiro.com. All right, everyone have a great weekend. We'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.